Hi, everyone. This is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I'm here today to do Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I finally got the comments figured out, y'all, so I should be able to see y'all when you pop in. Um, so I hope everyone's doing well. I know the energy's been so crazy lately, but it's getting better, thank goodness. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, I love you and thank you for being patient while I go through my transition. Hey, Danny. Thanks to Danny, my bro, for helping me figure out the whole comments. We were able to figure it out like that. So, hey guys, how are you doing? So we are focusing on what you need to overcome in your recent past, what you need to be focused on in your current energy, and what you have to look forward to for February. I'm so sorry it took me so long to get these out, but I'm going to really try to take my time, unless like Leo, they were very clear and direct. Any messages that may come out for Virgo and any of these signs that I'm doing today will be coming out. Okay, so it's whatever you need to hear. Hey guys, I'm so excited to be back on with my tribe. I love y'all. Yes, it is. It is like, listen, y'all. I know that there has been a lot going on. The changes have been real. The purge has been real, and I'm just trying to stay as positive as possible. Like, listen, the changes that I feel coming are going to be so significant. Like, I'm so ready for it. But again, we have to be patient and be happy in the here and now. And I'm just glad to be back on here with y'all. I know that I took a lot of time off, but I'm trying to kind of reconfigure what I need to do so I don't burn myself out. And again, making sure that I'm aligning my energy with what it needs to be aligned with. So thanks. I love y'all. So Virgo. Yes, so much love, Sheila. And by the way, if you want to get to your reading this weekend, I do feel my energy is a lot better. So yeah, if you want to, great. If not, like I said, totally understandable. But either way, you know I love you and I got your back. So yes, Aaron, so real. It's been craziness. So I really hope that everyone has been patient and gentle with themselves through this process. Yes, I do too. The energy is very high this weekend in general. So just understand that, listen, everything is happening for us and opening up the doors, but this purge is so real that it's really time for us to let go of those old habits and patterns and relationships that no longer serve us and step into our authentic power. And this is exactly where that energy is coming for you, Virgo, because listen, the quiet retreat has been coming out for every sign this today in general, but it's the cards underlying that quiet retreat. Why do you need to take that time out? Is because you need to get to thinking, right? The unlimited ideas. You are one with source, okay? You are a channel for light beings, and they are giving you information on your life purpose and how to be of service to this world. So if you've been really caught up in all this craziness that's been going on lately, which is very easy to do, you really need to take this time for yourself because listen, I believe, is it Venus that's moving into Taurus or Mars into Taurus? I'm really bad with the whole astrology thing, but listen, or astronomy, but this is that, like, it's going to start slowing down, okay, because it moved out of Aries. So like all this chaos was a very fast moving energy last month, and Mars, okay, so everything was very chaotic and very fast moving last month, but moving into Taurus this month, it's really going to slow down. So we're having to take that time to really understand why we went through all this and what kind of doors it's opening for us as well. But the unlimited ideas, like a lot of creative ideas might come to you when you take this time for yourself and understand that when you stay in chaos, you will not see anything but chaos. So take that time to retreat, to take a step back, whether it be from people, places, things, social media, and let these creative ideas flow through you, because source is trying to bring new endeavors to you, Virgo. So again, these are for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. I hope everyone's doing well. Take a divinely guided change. Again, so this, face your financial fears too. So a lot of you might be scared about making these significant changes due to financial issues and how you're going to be provided for, which is totally understandable. I get it. We're going through it too, but we have to have faith that spirit would not make us go through such significant trialing times. And how many times have you been scared to take that step because you weren't sure how it was all going to work out, and you did, and you were provided for? So take another step and allow spirit to provide for you, Virgo. Okay. You will understand when you take that leap, when you take that divinely guided change, what this whole test was about. And it's just putting your fears on the back burner and saying, listen, this is what I know I want to do. I'm going for it, and I'll do whatever it takes to get there. Right. So just be careful of what you're taking in your environment. Okay. I'm just going to leave that there. So what does Virgo have to look for? Or I'm totally skipping ahead. Say, hey, Mama Joe. I told you y'all would see her sooner or later. Okay, so positivity, faith, and optimism. So again, when you're looking towards your future, remain positive, faith, and optimistic. Okay. So understand that you do have the strength and the gentleness with yourself to get through these trialing times. And when you stay positive and faithful to your journey, you will see what all that new way of thinking actually benefited the process. Okay. Especially when it comes to clearing debts and karmic or financial. Everyone's saying hi, Mama. So yeah, if you're worried about how these obstacles and blocks are going to be lifted away, just keep praying, y'all. The power of prayer is strong. So hand your worries over to your guides and your angels and allow them to support you through this process. I'll just say that. All right. Organize for success. So some of you might have some big goals in mind, and you need to kind of organize your thought process and how you're going about it. I was just talking to Mom about that this morning about yes, you have a goal, but it might be better to break it down into smaller goals so it's more achievable in a sense to keep you on track, right? Yes. Conscious consumer. So again, be careful of where you're placing your time and energy. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. So you might be feeling that push. The high priestess just flipped over. So you might be getting intuitive hits that you need to live a more simple life. Okay. To eat cleaner, to, not worry so much about material things, but more about experiences and enjoying life for what it is. But it is safe for you to receive these things. Okay. And the more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. And visualize abundance in all forms. It doesn't matter what it is that you want to see in your life. Imagine it as it being abundant. Okay. So what does Virgo All right, so this is what you need to overcome in your recent past. We have partnership, savings, positivity, faith, and optimism, and unlimited ideas. Again, sever vows of poverty. So, especially when it comes to any partnerships in your life, you might feel like there is a lack thereof, or some of you might be struggling to find that really deep connection, whether it be through friends, family, or lovers. But you might be saving. I kind of feel like you have been stuck in this rut when it comes to these divine connections. And, we're all going through that phase of really figuring out what works for us, what doesn't, releasing the toxicity and the one-sided relationships. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you're still kind of working on saving up your energy and your love for those new people coming in, right? Because I feel like even though you struggled with this in the past, like you still have this belief, this driving force that's like, I know my people are out there. I know that my tribe, my lover, my soulmates, they're out there waiting for me. I just have to find myself in order to find them, right? That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting with this. So understand that when you take that time to keep putting that love into yourself and stockpiling that energy and the emotions that's behind that positivity, faith, and optimism, it's creating these ideas of what your relationship should look like in order to benefit you the most in the long run. Okay. So, what does Virgo need to focus on in their current energy? And if that's not what you have been going through, this is what you need to be working on through your past, and making sure that you're not making the same decisions where you're giving away your power or your energy to one-sided relationships. Okay. Yeah, so focusing this month on the fact that God is source and you are source as well. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and it's for all to share. And like, again, this is you at work. You are the channel for source. So when you live your life through the eyes of God or through source, whatever your beliefs are, there is no lack or limitations, because everything we go through is building us up to this holy land, right, where we make a difference and we help. No matter how insignificant we think we are, we have all made a difference in someone's life, and that is source working through you, right? So when you look at it from that perspective and understand that you have that ability to give to yourself and to others by living through God's light, that is when the doors are going to completely open for you. But again, what you have to look forward to, and I don't even really feel like this is what you have to look forward to. I feel like you need to go within in order to realize this. Okay. The quiet retreat is very strong this month. So take the time for yourself to really figure out where this light comes from. What are you wanting to put out to the world? How do you want to be seen? How do you want to show up? Um, yeah, it's gonna be big, Danny. I know it is. Um, yeah, it's gonna be beautiful. I just know it. So many people are gonna be drawn to you and your work, and I'm so excited to see where this goes for you. And yeah, I'm super stoked. So, but yes, when we feel disconnected and we feel out of whack, or we don't feel that true love for ourselves, we have to take that time to go within and realize that God is within us, source is within us, and we need to allow that to shine around and touch the world in different ways that it's not used to seeing, right? So much love needs to go around. Yes, so much love. It's gonna be all over these walls, Ray. But yeah, I really feel that there's gonna be big things coming for you, Danny. So what you have to look forward to, Virgo, is attracting, not chasing, and a windfall of abundance. So when you take that time and you remember that everything you're fighting for is already within you, you don't have to chase it because it's already here. And everything that you're attracting to you is what you have manifested. So if you want that exciting life, if you want that new change, if you want the challenges to see how strong you really are mentally, emotionally, and physically, you have to be able to go through the trials and tribulations in order to get to the windfall of abundance, to let that, like giving and receiving, we have to be able to balance that equal energy exchange. Anything or anyone you chase after will run in the other way because of fear's underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love and gratitude and welcoming energy. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. And no more complaining, guys. Don't complain about your life unless you want to stay in a state of lacking. But when you come to that realization that everything we need is already within us, we just have to break away these layers and these stupid beliefs we have about ourselves and what we have to offer and what we're choosing to focus on in this world. And we start seeing what the universe truly has to offer. We won't need to complain anymore because everything we're asking for will come to us naturally. Yeah, Danny. Yes, that would be awesome. Yes. And block out distractions because deservingness. All right. Um, you are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus on your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels see how truly amazing you are. Okay. Awesome. Good. I'm glad to hear it. So, all right. What does Virgo need to overcome in their recent past, please? Woo! Goodness gracious. Hit me in the face. All right. So let's see. Okay. So Virgo, you definitely, I really do feel that there was some sort of really strong ending that you're still healing from, okay, coping with. I don't feel like this is something that you necessarily wanted, but it was something that definitely had to happen. Um, this crossroads was manifested with fear, okay? So, I really feel that, again, with what we were talking about earlier about, stockpiling that positive, because everything that happened in the past with this ending was pretty harsh. Okay. And maybe that's what you're still trying to work on, stockpiling that energy with, so you can still have hope for the future. And it's funny because Danny and I were talking about this earlier too, um, about saving that positivity and that optimism and that open heart to still allow it in when it comes to you, and not letting the pain shut us off completely so we don't allow ourselves to receive, right? So with the 10 of staffs and the magician, definitely this ending needed to happen, and you do have all the I feel like you did definitely had to gather a lot of strength from within in order to handle this disconnection, right? Because with the 2 of staffs and the page of cups, it could have been with a fire sign. We have a queen of staffs here, but this is someone who is very a very passionate energy, okay? Someone who's very independent and used to being on their own and taking care of their own shit. but they also have this emotional side. But either way, it ended up in a disconnection with the Eight of Cups, and it's because there's so much growing spiritually that needs to happen. um yeah, yeah, and you're manifesting this ending, Danny. But it's because it needs to come to an end either way. There's things that we have to face. A lot of the dark night of the soul has been coming up. Hey, Colby. Oh, thank you. But you had to listen to your intuition and allow this person to figure it out for themselves, or vice versa. But it's giving you that time for yourself in order to figure out what you need from the people in your life, so you can still give yourself that loving and nurturing energy to still look towards the future, even though there's this state of lack, right? um Oh, Aaron, I'm so sorry to hear that. And that's rough, man. That's rough. But listen, and I was talking about this with quite a few people about why, people leave us too soon, why um the emotions that come with life and death, and the trials and tribulations in between. Everything we go through sparks an emotion, sparks a reaction, right? And even if you haven't talked to him in 3 years, but it started your healing process, right? Obviously, there were things that were built up that needed to come out, and he obviously, um, you know, could have possibly agreed to have that kind of ending in order to help you jumpstart your healing process. And it's unfortunate that we have to go through things like that, but it does happen that way. I can't say for sure in your instance, but yeah, that's what happens quite a bit when our souls make these contracts to come back and do these things and go through these experiences, and we do these things for each other because that's what love is. It's unconditional love, to say I will put my life here on earth on short term if it helps you get where you need to be. And that's the unconditional love that comes from the other side. Yes, it does. And it's beautiful. Listen, every time I connect with them over there and I feel that um, unconditional, undying, unmoving love, like it's such a passionate energy that I've never fully experienced here on this earth. And it's because of our physical bodies, it's because of the human experience. But we are here, but that's that one, like, there is nothing like love from the other side. Nothing that I've quite experienced yet, anyway. Yes, exactly, Danny. In the end, the pain is less than the positive outcome in your life in the future. Yes. And listen, the pain is temporary. That's what we have to remember. The pain is temporary. So we just have to remember to keep moving and pushing forward and remembering what we're here for. Yeah. So when it comes to your current energy, the Six of Swords pops out. So, this is moving away from the shitstorm. This is moving away from all the mental energy that's been kind of holding you back, and in taking that time to either relocate, travel, experience, do what you have to do in order to get your head clear, because you're moving away from this dark time into a new light. And by going within and realizing that light's already there, it will take you to a whole different level, Virgo. And especially with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles here, this is doing the research. So if a lot of you are going through this more quiet time and doing that self-reflection, pick up books, watch videos on these processes, and take the opportunity that is being handed to you, because it is tangible and it's going to take you where you need to be. Okay. Um, yes, the quantum healing technique. Yes. It really does. It's a beautiful process. I want to learn more about it. Hi, Charlotte. Thanks everyone for joining. Make sure y'all like and share the video. Okay, so then moving on to what you have to look forward to, we have the attracting, not chasing, windfall of abundance, and no more complaining. So we have the Queen of Cups clarifying that. So again, it's following your heart. You could be dealing with the Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but Virgo, this is really having that gratitude for everything you already have in the moment, and realizing that when we allow source and that light and that love to come in, and we're following our heart's desire, that we are much more aware of the gratitude and the blessings in our life. You can trust your psychic downloads. You can trust the information that is coming to you about the changes that need to happen, the things you need to break away from, especially for anyone who, and listen, this isn't for everyone, but for anyone who has been dealing with any third-party situations, it's time to break free of those situations, okay? Yeah, and listen, not only do you follow your heart on things that you need to break free from, but you start to see things, you start to celebrate your creativeness, um, your authentic value, okay? Because we have the Empress here, and she is that loving, nurturing energy. She's that creative birthing process, things that are coming about that you have manifested, that you went about and you strove for and you got it. And it's because you believed in yourself and took care of yourself, Virgo. You took care of the feminine within and allowed that quiet time for you to come to that place of, you know what? I got me. I got me. And you know what? You're gonna start seeing things from a whole different light. You're not gonna chase anyone or anything that, obviously isn't putting that time and energy back into you either. And you're gonna see the doors opening up for you. Yes. Listen, and it is a process. It is a process. I'm sorry. I'm going to apologize for all the background noise, but it is what it is. What am I going to do? One day I'll have my own studio. But yeah, and thanks to Danny for helping a sister out. But yeah, it's all about receiving, and receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something lovely from others is a way of showing love. So again, when we have people that are trying to come into our lives, good. Thanks, Danny. Glad to hear that, because it's loud as shit over here. But we have to understand that sometimes offers that are coming from other people, it's hard for us to be vulnerable, all of us. So when someone is willing to put their foot out there and give you something, and you don't take it for whatever reason, you're telling the universe, one, you don't want the offers coming in, and second, you might actually end up throwing their energy off because they were being vulnerable in that minute and wanting to share that love and appreciation with you. So who are you to deny that? Maybe you are that person for them, and they wanted to show their appreciation for you, but you stopped them from doing that. So be careful and allow people to give to you as you give to them. Allow people to be there for you, and allow your consciousness to expand, be aware of what's going on in your life, who's giving that energy back to you, who's really there for you, who's pretending to be there for you but really doesn't have your back. Like, this is that time to really go through that process and, you know, find a new way of showing and receiving love, Virgo. Okay. Don't let your past cause a ruckus in your present, and definitely don't let it destroy your future because you got yourself blocked off. Okay. So, yeah, that was a long one, Virgo. All right. So, I love you guys. Thank you for joining me today. If Please remember to like and share this video. Drop me a comment. Let me know how this resonates with you. If you need a private reading, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. If you do not need a private reading, but you want to support the channel, there is a donation link down below in the description box. I appreciate all of you who have supported me this far. And I'm so appreciative of every one of you. And thank you for being here for me and allowing me to do my thing. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye.